Hey, we got Drewz Viewz here, and I'm back for a little Anime Monday, reacting to anime on Monday, and continuing today, My Hero Academia, Season 2. I'm all the way up to episode 21, which is entitled Gear Up for Final Exams. Makes sense, we learned at the end of last time, that I think it was in a post-credits scene even, that, Eraserhead was telling them that they're going to do this camping trip thing, but first they have to take their final exams. Being My Hero, I assume it's going to be something pretty involved, maybe facing off against each other, or who knows what. They're going to be doing some type of battle. Last time they also did, All Might had them doing a race. Deku's classmates were somewhat impressed by him, even though he didn't win the race in his heat or whatever. They saw that he picked up some new skills. He's not just getting hurt all the time with his quirk. And we also saw All Might telling Deku a little more of the backstory on the All for One guy. It was his younger brother that started passing along the quirk, which was given to him by All for One, to combat him, and then All for One is apparently staying alive with someone else's quirk that he was able to get, I think is the case. He was talking to a guy at the end about it. But there was something All Might didn't have the heart to tell Deku. We don't know exactly what that is yet. It might be something about how, I'm assuming it's something to do with what's happening to All Might currently, how he's like dying, essentially, or he's losing all his powers. That's why he's passing it on anyway. Is that going to happen to Deku or something like that? Is that why he doesn't have the heart to tell him? Or, it could be even, is it going to be like something like Deku's going to have to kill All Might himself, or like to fully take over or something like that? I just thought of that. I don't know why, but I'm wondering, yeah, it's got to be something that's hard to, that there's some reason why All Might didn't want to have to tell him, and apparently didn't, so I don't know if we'll find out more about that this time. Probably not. I feel like it's going to be, this might be a pretty student-centric one. See the whole class doing stuff. But you never know with this show. So, anyway, I'm going to roll right into it. Let's do it. Final exams.
今で生テレビ。今日のテーマは
Who came up with this this show? Mineta?
現在、遊泳校で教鞭をとっている
Ms. Midnighto.
チームで話題を呼び、ついにはコスチュームの国をも動かした大ベテランで有名ですよね。
個性の性質上、衣服が活動の妨げになってしまう。そういった方は多い。
Could see that been the case for some heroes.
必要を求めた結果、セクシーという評価につながっているだけますよ。いい年して。若さしか取り柄ないですって。
So far with Mountain Lady, every time we see her, she's usually stirring things up. They really like pushing this, I talked about it last time a little bit. There's like the Mineta locker room scene and all that. They're really pushing this perv angle for him. Yeah, I know you gotta do some fan service, but oh yeah, it is called Gear Up, so maybe it won't even be the final exam this time. It should be studying or something. As I suspected. So there's 20 people in the class. I don't think I ever knew exactly what the number was. Okay. Who's first? Momo? Probably Sensei is second. Momo! Yeah, she still has bad self-esteem over that. Well, I guess her internship, they didn't do much practical stuff either. I thought we'd seen everyone but Invisible Girl. Where's she at? What number is left? Are they going to her house? Is she a rich? Well, T is not crazy.
チラルに生まれの違いを毒のさよ。俺もある。てめえおし。
Oh right, we hadn't seen this guy either.
お前は少しジタバタした方がいいんじゃないか。
Not surprising. He seems to be the, I don't know, delusional kind of about his abilities, but he hasn't. He's always been toward the bottom.
筆記試験は授業範囲内から出るから練習試験本当何するんだろう。
同訓練と救助訓練、あとは基礎トレ。
試験勉強に加えてごめん頭大きいから当たってしまった B 組の
Oh yeah, this guy.
君らヒーロー殺しに遭遇したんだってね A 組ってただその注目ってトラブルを引きつける的なものだよねああ怖いいつか君たち
Bro, get out of here.
ああ怖っ
But they have wine at school.
ごめんな A 組。こいつ
Oh, she was with Momo in the internship, I think.
入試の時みたいな対ロボットの実践習聞いた。ちょっとずるだけど。
いやずるじゃないよ
Yeah, if they don't change it every year, I mean, they should be able to figure it out like that.
そうか先輩に聞けばよかったアドバンテージよこここそ憎き A 組
憎くはないっつうの。
Alright, so it's definitely not going to be that if they all think it is. Unless was that just a setup by her right there, and those two Class B people were in on it together to trick them there. I don't know if it is, but that would be nice. Or not, you know, that would be interesting.
手にしなきゃ人でもロボでもぶっ飛ばすのは調整なんか勝手にできるもんだろ
Oh, you might be right at this time.
の使い方ちょっと分かってきたか知らんでするな
あれか。
What else is
前
new?
のデク君、爆豪君みたいな動き。
なら個人成績で嫌顔にも優劣がつく完膚なきまでに差つけて
Well, Kaishin did better on the midterm, I think. I think he was 3 and Deku was 4. Right? Todoroki was 5. That just might be written stuff.
久々にガチな爆豪だ
思った以上にこじれてんな。
皆さんお待ちしておりました。どうぞ中へ。
Alright, so the whole class didn't go, just these guys. Are these all the bottom ranked midterm students? Like that eye animation. Straight lines. Like my shirt. Professor Momo. Oh, are we getting into the okay, the written part. Well, half the episode left. Maybe the practical part will be this time too.
とりあえず全部埋めたぜこうして
それじゃ演習試験を始めていく。いや、みっともねえヘマはするなよ。
先生多いな。
そうだろ
Nope, it's gonna be wrong. Guaranteed.
今回から内容
Oh,
変更
there's
し
the
ちゃうんださ
principal.
校長先生
Nezu.
活動を見据えたより実践に近い教師にはこれから2人1組でここにいる教師1人
Oh, they're fighting against the teacher. Alright.
先生方と
No All Might though, it looks like.
もろもろを踏まえて独断で組ませてもらったから発表していくぞ。
Ectoplasm Power Loader. I don't recall seeing those two yet.
俺とだ。
Oh,
そ
it's
して
a
緑屋
pretty good
と爆
team.
音がチーム。
Of course. Oh, All Might is here. Alright.
オールマイトが
に防ぐことが最善ですが、学校としては万全。そもそもロボは入学試験という場で人に危害を
言いたいだけなんだから。
そういうわけにもいかないでしょ。
のは
少し酷だと思います
俺らがあっさり勝っちまったら点数もつけられないよ
You gotta hold back a little bit, yeah.
定だ。
校長。
合わせないために我々は何をすればよいか。答えは
I wonder if there's a scar on his face or that's just what he looks like.
異論ありません。
では組の采配に緑谷と爆豪ですが、オールマイトさん組んでいません。ひとえに仲の悪さ。よく見てるよ君。
He's a sharp guy. Oh, the principal's actually gonna be fighting them? Okay.
君たちの目的はこのハンドカフスから脱出することさ。
I don't think you can handcuff the power loader guy. Look how big his.
ないんすけど。
快適したと仮定し、
大きすぎる場合、逃げて応援を呼んだ方が賢明。届く分かってるはずだ。
君らの判断力が試された。
That's the handicap.
半分の重量を装着する。ちなみにデザインはコンペで集め少女のが採用されたぞ。
Alright. Her babies.
1戦目から順番に演習試験を始める。佐藤木島、用意しろ。
They're up first.
試験を見学するなり、チームで作戦を想定。
会議しましょう。
America's settled with
題はミッドナイト先生をどうひんぬくかだ。
Yeah, I don't have high hopes for their team either. Tape and Mineta.
そうだね。
Yeah, you better rest up, recovery girl.
みんなと先生の戦いを見れる機会なんてちゃんと作戦の話し合いをしようと思っても
話が通じない感じ。
Oh yeah, man. I still like calling him Frenchman.
どうにかして試験を。
と霧島チーム演習試験レディーゴー。
What is Sato's quirk again?
捕まえた方が当然点数高くなるよな。正面突破で高得点を狙おうぜ。
個性シュガード
Sugar.
糖分 10g につき統合パワーに使うと次第に脳機能がダウンして
Maybe we never learned it till now.
から来ますか。
So I don't remember that.
行くぞさ。
They're just gonna try to power their way through. Can you just make unlimited cement though?
霧島君と佐藤君の個性は確かにすごいけど、対してセメントス先生はおそらくそれがない。その課題をいかにしてクリアするかが。
自分たちの出番が来るまで対戦する教師との相性はじっくり。
Well, I think it is different for decades because that they put him and Ketchan together. So they can't get along. Because they're not suited against All Might, I think.
消耗戦に極端に弱い。いいかい？戦闘ってのはいかに。佐藤霧島チーム両者。
Both members lose consciousness.
そんな
霧島、ここまで一方的に。
個性の相性が悪すぎたんだ。
受験者我々はステージ中央スタッフ
付近で待ち伏せかしら。
I mean, this is a pretty strong team, I think.
演習試験レディーゴー。
諸君らを本気で叩き潰す所存。決意と覚悟。
Alright, fun episode. I don't know if they're gonna show. I don't know if they're gonna show all the student-teacher battles here. It'd be cool if they did, but I mean, there's only a couple episodes left in the season, and it's like, you know, when they did the tournament stuff, they fast-forwarded through a bunch of them as well. I'm sure we're of course gonna see the big frenemy matchup against All Might, but yeah, I don't know if we'll see all of them. I mean, this camp thing they're talking about is probably going to be something for season 3 at this point, unless it's like the finale or something. I think there's only 4 episodes left though of season 2 here for me, but yeah, it's interesting. You knew they were going to when it would make sense ask the upperclassmen what these exams are like, whatever. But of course, then the teacher said they changed it because of what happened recently. They have to fight real people. It's a better test for them for what they're really gonna have to go through. But also when they had set up the whole thing at the beginning, you know they're gonna flip it on the students what they thought they were gonna get. So anytime in a show or anything, people are confident something's going to happen, or they say something is going to be this, and it never goes that way usually. That's the drama. But yeah, so at the end there we saw, maybe we hadn't seen Sato's quirk again, or I didn't remember that sugar thing, that power makes his cognitive function weaker. So that's kind of like the electric guys, who was apparently last in the class. So that was a funny thing too. They're showing all of the like above their, in the thought bubble type of things, or above their heads, like all their grades were. Oyama, surprisingly not 20th, but he was 18th, I think. Yeah, he's just so far. I talked about him a little bit this time. He's so far only been a comic relief type character. It seems like he doesn't seem very capable, but Araraka is saddled with him now. Her and Deku are the only ones watching, and that was kind of surprising, but maybe the other teams are talking strategy. We'll see if they do show this Tokiyami Frappy match here that was just the very end there, you know, at the start of next time. I'd like to see it. I do think they're two of the more capable ones we've seen. I don't remember where their grade things were. I think somewhere in the middle, but are they the only two like animal ones as well out of the 20 here? Unless I'm missing something, they might be. They had they went into Yao Yao a little more, gave her a little more characterization this time. Like, she's rich, I guess. She was happy to help them out studying. She was in first of the written test stuff. She was also one of the ones that was accepted into the school, I think, like Todoroki, automatically without having to take a test. But yeah, I guess her battle skills, she had some decision-making issues or something, is how they said. She was disappointed in herself in the tournament, I remember. That's why she does seem down on herself now, but yeah, it's an interesting character. I'd like to see more from her. I don't know what that scene at the beginning was, like what they're talking about. Was that just for another joke, or is that going to be relevant, like of the Midnight and Mount Lady debate about sexiness in battle or whatever? I don't know. Yeah, so anyway, we did this, like I thought this was an episode revolving around all the students. Maybe the most we've gotten so far of like showcasing all of them. And I haven't learned that there's 20, which I don't know if I knew the exact number. And the teachers, is that all the I guess it's all the teachers at the school too, because even the principal's fighting in this now. I mean, they could always introduce more later and just say we didn't see them before. I think that is kind of what they did with the two of them. The one guy at the end fighting Tokiyama and Anasui, and then the other guy, Power Loader guy. I don't feel like I noticed them before, at least when they did the faculty scenes or anything else. But maybe I just don't remember. Yeah. Well, I'm excited to see. Like I said, hopefully we'll see all these different battles. I don't know if we will, but I like the setup. 2 students versus 1 teacher. We'll get to see more of the quirks, to see more of how they handle stuff. And yeah, you'll get to see me back next Anime Monday for Season 2, Episode 22 already. Wow. Do comment, like, subscribe, anything like that you might want to do. And until then, I'm out of here. Peace.
全員手を止めろ。